What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here tonight with the review for Black King Crew Compton, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Big Bear, Oh My. So you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into the video. Alright, you guys, so the episode, it starts out, we see the crew in the shop, and Barbie's not there, and then we see Nessie. Nessie is making, mimicking Barbie. It was funny. So then she also lets us know that her mom and her sister are heading back home, but her mom did give her, her blessing. And then Lemire, he comes into the shop, and he's talking about, the whole photo shoot and how, he had much admiration for Voodoo coming out of that, bathroom or wherever she was, naked. And then, Alana's face was looking down. I'm like, why you still in your feelings, mama? Like, you really still feeling some type of way about that? Like, you tried to shade this girl. You tried to shame her. But like Lemire said, it was Voodoo who put the pictures out there in the first place. So you can't shame her when she did it herself. Now, if somebody else had taken pictures of her and put it out there, I still would look at her. I'm like, damn, you really think you shaming this girl? But she put them out there herself, so it ain't much you can shame. So then Voodoo comes into the shop, and everybody is just giving Voodoo her props. And I'm like, yes. And again, Alana is just really looking salty as hell. And I'm like, but what did you expect? She's proud of her body. She loves her body. You can't shame someone who is proud and loves their body. Not at all. So then KP tells the group that, they should take a trip for the weekend. And I'm like, okay, like, where are we going? And he says, Big Bear. And I'm like, Big Bear? I'm like, okay, that sounds fun, I guess. And then Tim is like, he's not feeling it at first, but then he's like, you know what? Because of all the stuff that's going on with his friend. And we see a scene with his friend where the bullet went in him and it nearly missed his heart. And then Tim was like, you know what? This might be a good time just to get away, release, unwind, and let go of some of the stuff that's going on right here in Compton. So then we see Voodoo. She goes to give herself a tattoo. And that tattoo, is nothing wrong with the tattoo. It was that scene itself. It just looked like they were repeating stuff. Because if you looked at it, 1 minute, it looked like you could see her shading it and coloring it in. But then the next minute, it looked like she had just put the paper on her leg to start the tattoo. And I'm just like, okay, when is this gonna end? But overall, it was a nice tattoo and I liked it. So we're gonna move on, you guys. All right, so at the shop, we see Barbie there. Barbie is not here for this camping thing. Barbie really gets on my nerves. It's just like Barbie is, first of all, you're a secretary. And then the way you come in the shop, you would think she's the owner of the shop. You would think she's the manager of the shop. The way she tried to say, oh, I'm not feeling this. Oh, I'm not doing this. Oh, why that person here? Oh, why this and this and that? It's just like, why are you going so hard? Again, this is KP's shop. I think what KP needs to do is KP needs to put his foot down when it comes to Barbie and when it comes to Tim. Like, he needs to let them know who is the real boss, and it's not them. So then, Tim is telling them, like, y'all want how we get into Big Bear? And they were like, yeah, how we getting there? So then we see KP pull up, and he's in a Mercedes RV. So before they get ready to leave, Lemire calls Danielle, and he's checking on Danielle, and he lets us know that the reason why he's, feeling comfortable leaving Danielle in Compton is because his mom is there taking care of Danielle. So then we see them on the RV heading to Big Bear, and Tim is lit. So, so then, I think Nessie went to freestyle on the beat, and, Tim's like, cut it. So then, they get into it with one another. I'm like, oh my God, is this going to be the running thing for those two to get into it with each other all season long? And then, Tim was just running his mouth, and I'm like, what is he rambling on about? Talking about his days of playing football in high school, the trophies he had. I'm like, huh? What they got to do with anything? So then him and Barbie and Nessie argue with each other. I'm like, oh my God. Why would y'all argue with somebody y'all know is clearly and visibly drunk? You're not going to win that battle. Like, he was making no sense at all. So why did y'all feel that y'all would win that battle? I'm still thoroughly confused about that. Like, the man is drunk, belligerently drunk, and y'all really believe y'all gonna win a battle with a drunk? Right, a drunk. All right, so then they finally make it to Big Bear. So they get off. There are two kids there who give them a tour of everything, and then they go axe throwing. And the girls are like, we're hungry. So they're like, you know what, Barbie, if you make that bullseye, we'll go get something to eat. So Barbie throws it. Now she did hit the bullseye, but it didn't connect. It didn't land. It fell on the ground. So then the girls take the keys to the RV and they, kind of drive off, pretend like they're gonna leave the boys, but they didn't leave them. They pulled over on the side of the road. Now the boys, however, got into the RV, dipped out on him, and what was surprising was Alana was with the girls. I'm like, wow, look at Alana trying to, be with the girls. That didn't last that long. So when the boys left the girls called an Uber to go to a bar, and they told Alana like, come with us. She was like, nah, I'm not gonna go. I'm like, okay, have fun. And so then they go and they go to a bar and they have a good time. So then we see the boys, they return back from the store, and then the girls are at the bar, and they taking shots and having a good time with those white people. So then, they finally leave, and it was 1 a.m. in the morning. So they go to, Nessie has found a hotel for them. So they go back to the campsite to get their things, but the boys have locked the RV, so they can't really get into the RV. And then Barbie just she throws a fit, and she starts throwing all their stuff into the fire. I'm like, wow, that's vandalism, right? Like, you are vandalizing property. But I guess Barbie don't care. I mean, you're drunk, and she doesn't really care. So then she calls the cops. I'm like, girl, how stupid are you? Like I said, you're sitting here and you're destroying property. Like, she threw a rock through the window. I'm like, are you serious? And you calling the cops? Okay. Didn't make no sense. So then Nessie got into it with KP. And I'm like, because she telling me, you don't run nothing around here. And I'm like, oh my God. Y'all are really drunk. Y'all are drunker than what Tim was. And then Nessie tells her, you ain't nothing but Kyla Pratt's boyfriend. I was like, girl. Ooh. Shouldn't have done that, huh? Should not have done that. That wasn't really smart. At all. So then we see Barbie. She gets into it with Alana, and her and Alana start to fight, and then Tim steps in. Then she gets into it with Tim. And then the cops do show up. And Barbie was so retardedly stupid in this scene. She told the cops everything that she had done. And I was like, really? Like, you just snitching on yourself to the cops. Like, you just telling them, like, hey, handcuff me and take me to jail. And what did the cops do? After she got her stuff, they handcuffed her and arrested her ass and threw her in the back of in a wagon. I'm like, you dumb fool. And then they also arrested Voodoo. But I'm like, wait a minute, Voodoo didn't do nothing. Like, and then, the guys did say, hey, she didn't do nothing. Voodoo cool. And they let her out. And that was actually basically the end of the episode. So tell me what you guys think about the episode. And also be sure to like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later.